morning, everyone. My name is Samantha Mowat. I'm a clairvoyant psychic and a contactee. Another way in which you may have contact with these various extraterrestrial and multidimensional beings is you may notice them coming into your house quite abruptly. So the following Saturday, my husband had gone out with some friends, and they were out just, they're going to be gone out for the majority of the night, and I thought, great, here I can catch them on Netflix and just kind of, relax for the evening. And so anyway, I was downstairs in the living room for only a short period of time, and I noticed that as I was sitting on the couch, we had one window that was directly behind me and a large window that was off to my side. And so I noticed this beautiful yet large grey-y white smoky type energetic presence come into my house, and it was very fascinating the way it moved. For those of you who burn incense, if you ever look at a plume of incense or the smoke of incense when it's very, very thick and very, very heavy and forming unto itself, it looked very similar to that. But it came swirling into my home and into my living room. It went around my coffee table, and I looked at it and I thought, no, not tonight. I need a break. I do not want contact right now. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to deal with anyone. I just need a break. You need to leave. And so, even though this energetic presence felt very loving, it felt very kind, it felt compassionate, it had the same energetic lightness and love coming from it that many of the other beings that I've encountered have. I wasn't in the mood for contact that night. I had a lot going on in my personal life, and I really did need a break to stop and evaluate what was going on. And as soon as I told this being that I didn't want to talk, and I didn't want to deal with it, and that it had to leave, it moved very, very quickly. It went around my round coffee table, and it shot out of my house very, very quickly. And the moment it did that, I felt a little bit bad because I felt as though I had been rude to the being. However, I was trying to have healthy boundaries and honoring myself and the space I needed. Now, the next day, as I was having breakfast, I was thinking I should really have been more polite or been more considerate. This being had gone out of its way to come see me. But on the same hand, I find that's a commonality with a lot of contactees and abductees or even experiencers, where we look at our experiences that we have with these beings, and at the time we may not be in the mood for it when they do show up, because sometimes they do show up at very, very inconvenient moments. But then the next day we may wish that we had done something different, or we had tried to make the contact last longer or change it in one way or another. So that is part of how my contact has been going about over the last couple of years. It wasn't until later that I began to see that this smoke type energy goes one of two ways. Sometimes when you see it, you may end up seeing things that look more like light beings, where they're almost androgynous in nature. They are very smoky, they're very white. Well, not really smoky, that's not the right way to describe it. My guides are correcting me on that right now. They look like they're made up of light that moves in the same pattern in which smoke can, in the sense that it's alive and very light and very, very gently moving is a good way to put it. Alternatively, when you see these, you may also encounter things like shadow beings or jinn. So really it is a matter of learning which the different beings you are encountering are, their intentions, and whether or not you choose to work with them.